What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and we're going to start the week off, technically the month off even, with some bad, scummy news. So, what that news is, anyway, let's go. If you're getting Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which releases next month at the start of November, if you're getting either the Legacy Edition or the Legacy Pro Edition of those games, or of that game, I should say, you know as well as I do that you're going to be getting a Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered with that game. Now, having said that, I will throw this in as well. If you are getting it on PS4, you actually get early access of Modern Warfare Remastered on the 5th of October. So you will be getting that in 2 days. Keep that in mind for the rest of the video. As well as if the rest of the video doesn't really apply to you, it's just a little bit of a heads up that you're going to get that as well. So we all know that they're packaging Modern Warfare Remastered with Infinite Warfare, mainly because a lot of people believe that Infinite Warfare doesn't look that good, and it's very negatively received, and people think they're using this as an incentive to buy the game, because Modern Warfare 1 is arguably the best game in the entire Call of Duty series. Now, I love Call of Duty 1 back on the PC back in the day. I love Call of Duty 2, same PC and Xbox 360, so those are still great games, but we all know Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is the one that everyone knows and loves, and it's done absolute wonders, more than any other game in the series, that has helped catapult it to the juggernaut that it is today. Now, because of all that, one thing, obviously, if you're getting the Digital Deluxe Edition, that's no problem. So if you're getting, not a Digital Deluxe, if you're getting a digital version of the Legacy or Legacy Pro, you get that game anyway, which isn't an issue. So because it's digital, that's not a problem. But something that people have noticed over the weekend is that there's a small little FAQ, frequently asked questions, about Modern Warfare Remastered on the actual Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered website. So I'm going to read exactly what it says, and then I'm going to talk about why it can be a bit of an issue and part of why I think it's scummy, if you will. So here's what it says. At launch, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered will contain only 10 multiplayer maps from the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. Additional multiplayer maps will be made available by the 12th American release dates. Will be made available by the 31st of the 12th, 2016. Modern Warfare Remastered is a full game download, and then in brackets it says, game disc must be inserted to play Modern Warfare Remastered. Okay, so despite my one or two little fuck-ups there in that actual sentence, or in that little paragraph, what that means is if you don't have a digital copy of a digital bundle of this game, so if you don't buy the Legacy Pro or the Legacy Edition digitally on, be it Xbox One PC or PS4, you actually have to put in your Infinite Warfare disc to play this game, to play Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, this will kind of counteract something that most people, myself included, thought originally about the game, was that, is it going to come with a single-use voucher to download this, or will it kind of be a different printed disc with the option in there or something like that, whatever it is. So originally, myself included, expected this to be a download token in the box. You would open the box, redeem the code, download your game, and play Modern Warfare Remastered whenever you want digitally. That's the way any sane gamers would expect this kind of thing to work. Now, because of all this, if you buy a physical copy of the game and use said token if it comes in the box, like I said, maybe it's a single-use token, maybe it's an option in the game that is only present in those specific pressed versions of the disc, which may be a little bit different than the regular ones. Anyway, getting back to the point, the fact is that now if you buy a physical copy, is Activision now require you to keep that game to play the game that you likely are buying it for more than the game that it actually is. Now, what that may be a bit confusing. A lot of people seem to be buying the Legacy and Legacy Pro editions simply to get Modern Warfare Remastered, not because they want to play Infinite Warfare. I remember when I was working in GameStop, as well as one of my actual real-life friends who cancelled his pre-order a couple of weeks ago, so many people, almost everyone, I think there was like 2 people that had came in to pre-order the game that did not pre-order one of the versions that came with Modern Warfare, for the simple reason the majority, if of those people, not all of them, because like I said there was 2 of them, had actually said they don't care about Infinite Warfare and they only want the remaster. So now a perfect example is what my actual friend was going to do. He was going to buy the game on day 1, go home, redeem the code, because like anyone expected, it would have just been a digital copy to play whenever for the remaster, and instantly go back to either ourselves in GameStop or another place in town that buys games, and he would have went with the cash value of whatever would have given him more, probably the other place, because GameStop's cash isn't great even on day 1. Especially on day 1 based on what you pay for it. But yeah, you get the idea. So now Activision are preventing that. They require you to keep the disc even if you don't want to play Infinite Warfare and you only want to play Call of Duty Remastered. There's reasons for that. It kind of keeps the longevity of the game. Like, if you keep it just to play Modern Warfare, maybe down the line you're a bit bored and you think, oh well, I have Infinite Warfare here, that kind of thing. Also, there's another big reason, is it keeps pre-owned sales down. Obviously, pre-owned sales are great for whatever business actually does them because the profit margin in there is huge. But the actual publishers and developers see zero of that sale. So games can be resold, like a single copy could be resold maybe 10, 12 times. The developers and the publishers only see money for that first sale on that copy. So they're trying to keep you to actually do that. Now, that's why I think it's a bit of a scummy move. Now, because they already seem to be doing it in a bad enough way to make you buy Infinite Warfare, just a more expensive version of Infinite Warfare, just to get Call of Duty Remastered as it is, because it doesn't actually come free. It doesn't come free with the base version of the game. You have to pay extra to get the Legacy Edition, because supposedly they're not going to be selling it separately. They're not going to be selling Modern Warfare Remastered separately. However, I do have another video uploaded a couple of days ago explaining why that may change, and because it has been hinted by the director of Raven Studios, who's actually handling the remaster, that may be available separately later, but it's not confirmed, so it could go either way at this point. That's why it's not fully out there. So that provides a bit of a scumbag option for them, because now there's 2 reasons why you have to buy and keep your Infinite Warfare that you may not want, just for this digital copy that you probably don't want to wait an extra maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months for, if it even comes out at all. So it's kind of a slap in the face of all these fans. I know this Infinite Warfare has been arguably the worst received Call of Duty to date. Black Ops 3 didn't get the huge amount of praise either, but Infinite Warfare is probably the least well received so far. We'll see how it goes anyway. There is another month until release. The PS4 access for Modern Warfare Remastered, like I said at the start of the video, it does start a month in advance, and it will be available from October 5th if you have that. So like I said as well at the start of the video, if you have an entirely digital bundle of the Legacy or Legacy Pro Edition, this does not apply to you, because your entire Call of Duty experience for this year will be digital regardless, so naturally you can't have a physical version of the game. Now, for all we know, maybe you actually have to start, even on the physical versions as well as the digital, maybe you actually have to start up Modern Warfare Remastered using the disc. Now, when I say using the disc, as maybe you have to boot into Infinite Warfare, and then maybe there's an option in the main menu that will allow you to swap over to Call of Duty or Call of Duty for Modern Warfare Remastered. So maybe it's gone that way. We'll see how it goes anyway. It's a very strange situation, one that's very anti-consumer, and that's why I think it's a load of bullshit. Personally, I have no interest whatsoever in Infinite Warfare. I will not be buying it, but what I will do is, if they do release Modern Warfare Remastered on PC at a reasonable price separately a couple of months later, I probably will buy that, because like I said a couple of times in this video, I love Modern Warfare 1. It's fantastic. It's one of the best games in the entire series, the entire Call of Duty series, not just the Modern Warfare series. So between all that, that's how it appeals to, or that's how it affects me. There is one other thing I'll say. You probably will see some Xbox One footage of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare on this channel at some point. For the simple reason is, today my friend, the same friend that actually cancelled his PS4 pre-order, he bought a digital copy of the Legacy. I don't remember if he bought the Legacy or the Legacy Pro Edition. But either way, he pre-ordered it on Xbox One. We share games, so I have access to that. I probably won't play the campaign. I definitely won't play the multiplayer, but I will play the zombies, because the zombies is usually good. I enjoy the zombies. And we're playing Extinction on Ghost at the moment. So, you know, I'm a couple of years late to the party with that, but you get the idea. It's fun with my friends. That's the way I like it. So either way, even though it doesn't affect me, I just want people out there to know how it does affect people. Because some people were, like I said, were planning on actually buying this version of the game, going home, redeeming the code and installing it, and instantly selling it back to a retailer for cash or credit, obviously for as much as possible, because the game would have been brand new. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you think of this anti-consumer move by Activision. If it doesn't bother you, if it doesn't affect you, if you plan on keeping it anyway, or if you think it's just a giant scumbag move. Let me know all that anyway in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, details in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the rest of the videos in my channel.